crazy how that happens.
That's the only reason you should play, Dave, is we can shoot the ball.
Caleb Grill has been just a fantastic performer for Missouri on a team that's really deep. Get a lot of production from different guys. You got 3 guys averaging 13 or more points. This Vanderbilt team is just a scrappy bunch of guys. 11 transfers brought in by Coach Byington, and he's pieced it together about as well as you could imagine, as Vanderbilt looking to pull off another upset and another top 25 win.
And remember, the first time these two teams played in Columbia, Missouri got off to a hot start. A variety of guys made shots. Vanderbilt was behind, had to claw their way back in, couldn't get over the top.
Take a look at Vanderbilt's starting 5. Edwards, Nickel, Hogard, Magnon, and McLaughlin. And the first shot from Hogard off the mark. Long rebound. It'll go to Missouri. Missouri offensively has just been fantastic. Their starting 5 of Robertson, Bates, Pierce, Perkins, and Mitchell. Very dynamic. And of course, we talked about Caleb Grill coming off the bench. He plays about 25 minutes a game. But this team scoring 84 points a game, 7th in Division I. But here's the kicker. That's 4th in the league.
Explosive league it is. This is a team that shoots 48% from the field, 38% beyond the three-point line. On the road, a little tougher. At home, they get off to great starts. Vanderbilt off to a good start defensively so far.
Yeah, 2 on the shot clock. 4 shot and a foul by Hogard as he gets Robinson across the arm.
Well, Hogard gets too close. Shot clock winding down. Now if he puts his hands straight up. Wow, tough call on him.
Boy, you work hard for the entire shot clock possession. And the crowd just had to look at it on the big board. I will say this, though. Missouri gets to the free throw line about as well as anybody in the country. They are first in the conference in free throws made, 2nd in Division I. 1st in free throw attempts in the SEC. That is the 3rd best number in Division I.
They are very good at initiating contact, even when it's an offensive player with the ball. They drive into defenders' bodies, draw contact, get to that free throw line.
Anthony Robinson, sophomore at Tallahassee, had 15 points, 8 assists, 3 steals in that 9-point win for Missouri over Vanderbilt earlier this year. Played 34 minutes in that game. You know, it was a tough season last year for Missouri, but one of the benefits, a guy like Anthony Robinson got to play quite a few minutes, and in year number 2 has seen his game really elevate.
Yeah, big-time growth, especially on the defensive end. He's always been a good defender, but he's even increased it and made Missouri a better team in a half-court defense.
Magnon, strong take to the basket, nothing there. Rebound yanked out of there by Mitchell.
And Missouri will push, and they'll spread the floor to find their shooters.
A good ball movement. They finally get it to Bates. He can't connect on the shot. Another opportunity underneath. That one is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Well, Dennis Gates now in his 3rd year at Missouri. 6th year overall as Division I head basketball coach, but certainly in the conversation for Coach of the Year in this league with what this club has produced. A 10-5 conference record and 21-7 overall.
Truly turned this program around from what they were last year. Added the right pieces, and the guys that came back improved. A guy like Caleb Grill came back from injury.
Here's Edwards, averaging 17 points a game, 6th in the conference.
Edwards is a quick trigger off the bounce. He gets rid of it in a hurry for his shot.
2 minutes gone by. Vandy looking for their first points. Hogard, a lot of dribbling. Gets it up to Nickel. Goes baseline and hangs. Nothing there, and a shot clock violation. They're going to say it hit the rim. Dennis Gates can't believe it.
And a couple of players are pointing. Looked like it was above the rim from our angle.
Edwards, little crossover, scoop shot off the window, and Dennis Gates says you just gave him 2 points.
How about the defensive end, though, for Missouri? Vanderbilt having a hard time getting a good look on any of their offensive possessions.
Well, there's a little buzz in the building here to start this.
It's pretty good. What a great crowd. A lot of Missouri fans. A lot of them from the Boot Hill of Missouri drove over.
Around to Robinson now.
Missouri, a different team on the road, more patient. At home, they get shots up quickly.
Here goes Perkins off to base. He's a little room and takes it to the rack. Can't get it to go. A little bit short. Teams have combined to start this one 1 for 10 from the field.
And don't think Vandy's going to slow it down. They average 80 points themselves. They've got shooters. They'll spread the floor. They'll try to get you off the dribble. See if they can get the bigs from Missouri away from the rim.
Caleb Grill about to check in for Missouri. Edwards with a carry. Mark Byington, his first year here in Nashville, 12th year overall. Coming off really important back-to-back wins. Ole Miss and Texas A&M. The win on the road at A&M.
Oh, impressive. One of the best in the league. I'm still a little stunned when you said they called it carry.
Yeah, I know.
We call it today's game.
I just pull up every now and then Bob Cousy dribbling. And it's
hand on top of the ball.
Yeah, it's not like today's dribble. Nickel back to Magnon, and the fast break works.
Magnon's a terrific athlete, the transfer from Cornell, all Ivy League player, but he's a physical guy, likes to run the floor, likes to finish. A lot of times matched up with the best offensive player that the opponent will have.
Here's Perkins. Now to Mitchell.
In the first game, Mitchell drove Vandy hard and finished around the rim. So far, Vanderbilt has not allowed Mark Mitchell to get those easy looks.
There's a jump shot from the hands of Tamar Bates, the sixth-year player, averaging 13 points a game.
And let's not sleep on the numbers. One of the greatest shooting performances in college basketball any year. 50% from the field, 40 beyond the three-point line, above 90 from the free throw line. Magical numbers.
Boy, nice pass inside from Hogard. It's Magnon.
I think a way to attack Missouri is to beat your guy off the dribble. Arkansas did it. It's kind of the way. If you pass too many times, they're going to end up stealing the basketball.
Off the back of the rim, Magnon the rebound.
Pace is good, Dave. Guys are tired. There hasn't been a break yet.
Magnon kicks it back to Hogard. We're hitting the 15-minute mark. Dump it inside. McLaughlin gets a touch, but a foul on Missouri. Vanderbilt with a 1-point lead. We'll head to a break. Back in a minute. I think the win starting last Saturday against Ole Miss,
yes,
really gave this team a shot in the arm.
Well, they're now inside the bubble. They're not part of the bubble talk.
Yeah.
And when you go to A&M, like I said, one of the best wins in this league. Now the best probably is Florida at Auburn.
Yeah.
Missouri at Florida. Ole Miss at Alabama. And then I think the Vandy team. You go into A&M and win that game. They were physical with A&M.
You know, it's great to walk into a gym just about every night in this league this year, and you feel like you're going to have a heck of a ball game.
And every arena is packed, loud.
Trying to get the clock situation set, and we have it set. Mike Nance will hand it off to Huffman, who will trigger it in for the Commodores. Magnon.
Magnon will not look to shoot a lot of threes. He can spot up, but below 25%.
Yeah, just 7 makes on the year for Magnon. This guy has a lot more than that off the back of the iron. Edwards has hit 56 of them. Another chance.
And you saw his release. It's quick. They have to get to him. You got to get body to body.
Fall away, no good. Carey, who just checked in, kept it alive. Magnon draws some contact. No whistle. Crowd can't believe it. It's going to go to Missouri.
Wow. And look at Magnon's face. Offensive rebound. Vanderbilt has been more aggressive so far for the 50-50 balls that are loose.
He did run into the 7-foot, 260-pound Josh Gray, so that collision might look a little worse than it was.
Yeah, it looked like a brick wall. Yeah. You know what? Maybe a good call. Non-call. Gray didn't move. Josh Gray had a fabulous game in the matchup in Columbia. 11 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, and he also had 3 blocks. Talking to Coach Binding today, he said, you know, I think he's the most valuable player in the game we play. He was aggressive. He outplayed us. we have to keep him off the glass.
Vanderbilt, though, starts this game with 6 offensive rebounds already.
They got to get closer to Grill than what they guarded him that time.
Yeah.
He's got any room, he's letting it go.
And right on cue, Caleb Grill just rips the net.
The shocking part was they weren't close to him, and then they tried to communicate to switch. Wide open. He's the #1 guy on the scouting report.
Caleb Grill, 44% from behind the arc. That is his 66th make. Magnon fouled by Gray. That time it was a foul.
Well, Caleb Grill moves well, not well, he moves great without the ball. He's constant movement, and McLaughlin's late. If you're just a little bit late to a great shooter, it's over. McLaughlin came over the top. They were trying to communicate someone to get out on him.
Mark Byington was telling us today at shoot around how much he moves to get open. And obviously you got to make the shot, but his work is before the ball is let go.
And it's the challenge defensively. I know when you walk through a scouting report, it's not the same as the pace Grill's going to move. And that's the challenge for any coaching staff in this SEC.
Magnon at the free throw line. Misses the first. 4 points and 4 rebounds already for Chris. The Cornell transfer averaging 5.5 points.
So Missouri with Jacob Cruz in the lineup and Caleb Grill in the lineup, that the 2 guys that can absolutely catch and release. So it scatters around their offense. They'll be deeper away from the rim. That allows a guy like Mark Mitchell to attack off penetrating dribbles.
And he decides to take it to the rim, loses the handle. McLaughlin had his pass intercepted, and then a foul on Huffman. Boy, that's what Mark Byington said too. We just can't turn this ball over against these guys.
And Vanderbilt's pretty good with not turning it over. They had too many turnovers in the first meeting with Missouri, but here's what Missouri does. It's a scramble. Looks like they're out of the play, but they always have active hands. If you let them get a piece of it, a touch, they're going to make you pay.
Outlet goes to Josh Gray. Now Caleb Grill. Long 3. Got it. I don't even know how you defend that.
Well, Huffman again went underneath, gave him space. Can't do it. Just stay on his backside, stay with him. Grill off to a great start.
He's on the V. I mean,
you're saying let's go to the 4-point shot.
Right. Edwards launches it. Foul against the Tigers. Missouri 3 of 4 from behind the arc, 2 of them from this guy.
It's movement and it's aggressive. And I said this the other day when I was doing a game at Missouri. His threes are louder than other shots, right? They mean more to this team because of what it does for them offensively.
So you're saying when he's standing near midcourt, you still need to go over the screen, not under.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
Oh, there's a turnover. Right into the hands of Mark Mitchell. Mitchell to a cutting Grill, and Grill has come out on fire. 8 points off the bench for Caleb Grill.
Trail him, and then he cuts to right to the basket. Good pass by Mitchell. What a luxury for Dennis Gates to have the guys he has coming off the bench, especially Grill.
Huffman trying to go baseline, double teamed in a hurry. They kick it out to a wide open MJ Collins. Now he'll throw it away.
Missouri forcing turnovers, what they do, and when they do it, active hands. This is from underneath out of bounds. They're #1 in the country at forcing turnovers. Look at this pass by Mitchell, but it's only caused because Grill's on a constant movement through the lane and coming out either side.
Anthony Robinson, 6'3" guard. In the corner it goes to Trent Pierce.
Huffman went over the top, can't do it. Absolutely can't do it.
And Mark Byington will probably have a discussion about how we're playing that. This guy is going nuts. We haven't even played 8 minutes yet. He's come off the bench to produce 11 minutes. He hasn't missed yet. 4 of 4 for Caleb Grill. And if Vandy doesn't figure out how to guard him, he might put up 50.
Yeah, you're right. He's 3 of 3 beyond the 3-point line. all net, everyone. So now his confidence, what you hope for if you're an opponent, is that you don't want a shooter to just get feeling that he's going to make everything. Well, Grill walked into this building last night in shoot around and looked like he was shooting it well, and all of a sudden you step on the floor, everything goes in, you've got space. He has just been cooking for a couple of weeks, just absolutely on fire night in, night out.
5 minutes, 11 points.
It's good production.
Yeah. I might have shortchanged him on the 50 number at this rate. 12 minutes to go, first half. Missouri started 1 of 6 from the field. They have hit 4 of 4 since then. Here's Carey. Got his own miss, tapped it in. Big bucket for Vanderbilt. Stopped the run for a moment by Missouri.
Yeah, and it's a big bucket because it lets Vanderbilt get their defense set. Missouri's been forcing steals, getting turnovers, and that allows them to run.
Grill again. The old heat check. Missed everything, but there's Mitchell.
And Hogard stayed right on his backside, stayed right on that right arm. A good matchup with Anthony Robinson and Tyler Tanner. Robinson bigger, stronger, but Tanner's got quick feet and great hands.
Foul on Tanner.
Here's the drive, but Tanner right there with him.
Looked like pretty good D from this seat. Pierce. Good catch underneath by Mitchell. He'll work on Carey. Got the friendly roll on the road.
And we've seen what Mitchell has done all season long. We know he's left-handed, but he finishes going to either shoulder, either hand. Vanderbilt's had a tough time running offense. Missouri's defense, look how far they've pushed Vandy away from the rim.
Here's Tanner, shot clock in single digits.
And Tanner's a speed type player, quick off the dribble.
3 from Carey is no good. Rebound pulled down by Pierce, averaging about 3.5 of those a game.
Carey's another guy, 25% threes. Missouri's going to give him that open look.
Mitchell. Too strong from Cruz. Carey with the rebound and saved over there by Hogard. Pushes the tempo. Tanner splits some defenders right to the rim and won't go. Gets it back. Tries to kick it out. The 3 on the way from Nickel was no good. Carey another offensive rebound. Taken by Cruz. Off to Robinson.
So Dave, Vandy, one thing they're doing is crashing the offensive glass, but they're missing opportunities to score.
Vandy finally gets one to go down after a bunch of attempts on their last possession.
And Hogard might like this kind of game. Oh my. Was even on this side of half court?
I mean, that tells me that Caleb Grill thinks he's going to make everything today.
I mean, what was he? 4 feet inside the half court?
Yeah. Substitutions abound for Missouri.
Extremely deep team, Missouri is.
Vanderbilt has hit 2 of their last 11.
Yeah, back to Hogard. I think he'll like the physical type game.
Edwards, he just can't find it today.
Yeah, and they need Edwards to shoot the ball well.
He's 1 of 5, 0 for 3 from behind the arc.
Averages 17 points a ball game, and in their biggest games, he's had the biggest nights. At Missouri, he had 20 points last week, or the other night against A&M on the win, he had 15.
Bounced around, Nickel had it, and it's fouled.
The number's crazy already. 12 offensive rebounds. There are a lot of rebounds. When you shoot 24% from the field, that's where Vandy is.
Long outlet, almost intercepted by Robinson. Magnon, nice pass inside. McLaughlin knows what to do with it.
Good pass, good hands. McLaughlin good with his feet. Soft hands inside.
$8:50 to go first half. Cruz.
And watch his fade away. He's pretty smooth, though. He took to turn the corner.
A foul against Gray. He can't believe it. He's a little frustrated.
Remember, Vanderbilt went on the road this week at A&M, a very physical team, and handled the physicality of A&M. But look at the pushing and shoving down low between McLaughlin and Gray. This is going to be a battle inside. Missouri won it the first time in Columbia, being more physical. Vandy off to a good start, at least in physicality, in this one. 3-point shooting, Vandy 0 of 7, Missouri 4 of 9.
Nice inside pass again. Hogard hits McLaughlin.
They got a lot of inside paint touches and scores around the rim.
$14 of their 15 points in the paint for Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 10. Bates had it stolen away. Magnon off to McLaughlin. Back to Magnon. Timeout, Missouri. Jacob Cruz, the last 8 games, has really played well. Another one of those guys. I mean, this is the thing that I think that makes Missouri so good. They have so many guys that may be quiet for 2 or 3 games, and then boom, they pop and help you win a ball game. Cruz is one of those.
Yeah, Cruz, a transfer from UT Martin, averaged nearly 20 a game at UT Martin. Slow start when you transfer, and that happens. But now his confidence is high. In the last 5 games, he's 9 of 16 beyond the 3-point line. Impressive.
Here's Grill, hands it off to Bates.
And I think Magnon's a more physical defender. Yeah. That's why he's on Grill.
Get it to Mitchell. Big hop steps on McLaughlin. That's a couple of big boys right there going at it.
And it's a lot of contact both ways. Mitchell likes to initiate the contact, but the defender, McLaughlin, can take the contact. 2 guys that just battle. The officials are letting them battle.
And as a player, right, if you know that's gonna go on both ends.
Yeah, if you understand it, you're fine. See Magnon chase Grill all the way around. Stayed with him. Does not worry about any other player. You don't help out.
Mitchell and McLaughlin again continue to bang into each other's chests. Magnon comes down and just rips it away from Mitchell.
Great defense by McLaughlin. And then Magnon again, 6'5", 220, strong play.
Edwards. Left-handed layup for Magnon, the assist to Edwards.
Everything for Vandy is in the paint at the rim.
Missouri's got to find somebody else to make some shots. You take Grill's numbers out, they're just 2 of 11, the rest of the team.
Yeah, good point, Dave. Mitchell has had not as much success driving it. That's another deep one. Wow.
That'll work. Marquez Warwick, a 44% 3-point shooter.
Again, a guy that's been around a long time, 6th most active in points of all players in college basketball.
Now up to 2,425 career points. Magnon cuts, can't get it to go. Mitchell the rebound.
Magnon looks like the guy that can play off everybody else and make those cuts. Now he's got to make those layups.
Magnon the rebound. Boy, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is. Great athlete.
Kicks it out to Hogard. He rips it. Vanderbilt's first 3 of the half. Good work from Tamar Bates. Patient, took a bump, got it to go. He'll head to the line.
And again, Missouri's so good Look at the defenders. They all stay with their man because they got good shooting. So Bates decides, I'll put it on the floor, take it myself, get the contact. Here's two guys that both played in the Big Ten. Bates at Indiana. Hogarth came from Michigan State this year. Bates has been now 2 years at Missouri. Again, let's go back to the Bates numbers, folks. It's just crazy. And people, they doesn't get enough credit. 50% from the field, 40% three-point line, 93% free throw shooting.
Only player in Division I with all those numbers.
And it's never been done at Missouri, no matter what guy you pull up and you look at. Because those three areas, I looked one time and I saw Kareem Rush. I thought I'd look at a great lefty who played pro ball from Kansas City. For freshman year, 50, 40, 75. I mean, it's hard to get all three categories.
Magnon lines up the three, and he is fouled. And Bates hit Magnon in the arm. Mike Nance standing right in front of him. That's going to give him 3. Magnon has already put up 9 shots. That's a season high for him in shot attempts.
And again, this is a 23% free throw shooter, so you don't want to foul him. The unfortunate part for Bates is that the official standing exactly right there.
Magnon at the line converts. This is only the 3rd time in what is now 16 conference games that Magnon has hit double figures.
The first team all Ivy League player at Cornell. But even there, he only averaged 12.5 a game. He's been everywhere in this first half.
Second most points of the season for Magnon with 11, his season high. Excuse me, with 12, his season high is 16. We have 5:08 to go here in the opening half.
And more importantly, he's on Caleb Grill, and he's kept Grill from getting open looks in the last few possessions.
Grill came off the bench. McLaughlin picks up the foul. That'll be his first. But Grill came off the bench in the first 5 minutes, was 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc. He has since then missed his last 2 shots.
But Dave, you made the point that it's staggering what Missouri has not done without Caleb Grill. I mean, they just have not played well offensively. They're not getting great shots.
Here's Bates.
Nice. Great footwork. You know, shooting is an interesting thing. It's preparation. It's your footwork. He's got great cadence. 1-2 when he plants his feet. Great rhythm, balance. Matchup zone defense now for the Tigers.
Tyler Tanner, the freshman from right here in Nashville. Magnon takes it inside. Lost the handle for a moment. Back to Edwards, and he still can't buy a bucket from the outside. 0 for 4. Mitchell flying down the rim. Had it rejected, but a foul in the process.
I'm telling you what, Magnon's everywhere. I know they called a foul on somebody else, but he blocked that right at the rim, and he's barely in your picture, folks. He was at half court when Mark Mitchell was up ahead of it. And Magnon comes in.
They called the foul on Tanner, who was cutting right by Mitchell, and then the block.
So that would have been an and one without Magnon blocking that shot away.
Oh, Mitchell gets it to go down, averaging 13.7 points. He and Grill tied for the team lead in scoring. Bates right behind him at 13-2. But Mitchell had 19 points, 7 rebounds. It's 6 of 11 versus Vandy in that first meeting. Last 5 games, he's been on a heater, averaging 20 points, shooting 57% from the field.
Been a very consistent performer, transfer from Duke all season long for Dennis Gates.
Magnon. Nickel won't go.
They got exactly what they wanted. Nickel, the best shooter on the team, wide open in the corner.
Nickel 0 for 2 from behind the arc after going 7 for 10 in the midweek game against Texas A&M. Bates, good work.
How about Bates? Everybody, we talk about his shooting. He's now been able to score off the bounce and attacking.
Lead is 4 for Missouri. 3.5 to go, first half. Edwards, boy, he's had a tough game. Here's Grill in the open floor, hangs in the air, got the layup to go down.
quickly Missouri can take a basketball, whatever you do wrong, and go the other way. Dead sprint.
Missouri coming off a 30-point shellacking of South Carolina. They put up 101 points. Matter of fact, 2 of the last 3 games, Missouri has scored over 100. Hey guys, I'm just enamored with. I'm sorry that the Alabama-Tennessee game, or the Tennessee game, is over with, because I was enjoying the updates.
What a finish. SEC basketball all season long.
I mean, just been incredible. And congrats to Auburn, SEC regular season champs in what is an historically great year, the best ever in the history of conference basketball. If you look at the numbers, the analytics point to that.
And how impressive again today was Auburn. They go to Lexington and just hammer the Wildcats. You know, they remind me a bit, not all the way, not 100%, of how good UNLV was back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
They beat you in a lot of ways. They've got great talent, great players, and they've just hammered through this SEC conference.
I've been impressed with Vanderbilt's ability to rebound. This is not a big team.
Yeah, they're not a tall team.
Right.
They got some physical dudes.
I mean, they go 6'7", really is the top of their height list.
And you can see the strategy tonight, though. Against Missouri, they've struggled a bit, but they're attacking the player that is guarding them. They're trying to take them off the dribble, see if they can get in the lane, and they've been able to score around the rim. They're just not shooting a good percentage outside, only 1 of 10 beyond the three-point line.
But 12 offensive rebounds.
Magnon and Grill, two guys that are kind of built alike. Both physical, tough.
Gray goes strong to the basket, tapped around, and that's going to go to Vanderbilt.
So, Dave, here's the great decision. 2 guys jumped on Grill. They made Josh Gray, who only averages a couple points a ball game, to make him shoot the ball. Smart play.
So Huffman will bring it up and run the point right now for Vanderbilt. MJ Collins, McLaughlin.
Matchup zone defense. Watch the middle of the floor. Probably right with Magnon right there.
Carry down the baseline. Tried to get him. Collins back to Huffman. Boy, the quick hands by Missouri.
You've got to be strong with the ball.
Magnon back to Huffman.
Nice.
Collins in and out. Another offensive rebound. Magnon battling inside, and he wins it.
Man, what a ball game. What a first half. Chris Magnon is playing. Remember, Bates has been good off the dribble.
Here's Robinson working on Huffman. Bates throws one up, in and out. No good. Tapped around a couple of times, and let's see, that's going to stay with Missouri.
Chris Magnon is having him a first half, 14 points, doing the dirty work on the defensive end, guarding Grill, and then offensively, he's got 7 rebounds in this ballgame.
About 14 points and 7 rebounds. Grill lost it, knocked it right to Gray.
Now Magnon just left Grill. I don't know why.
And Grill made him pay for it.
Yeah,
3-point opportunity coming up.
And I'm going to look down, and I know he graduated from Cornell, Ivy League, but that was a dumb play. He makes the block on Grill, active ball. Now watch what Magnon do. He's going to chase Josh Gray. 31's behind you. Grill, who moves great without the basketball. Now Magnon, that's why he put his head down against the standard.
It was a gamble that did not pay off.
Did not pay off.
Grill already 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field, looking for his first free throw on his first free throw attempt of the night. Both these teams average over 80 points a game. Magnon a little frustrated.
Yeah, it was a massive offensive possession for Missouri. Magnon had tipped it away. He's holding his left hand as though he got hurt. His fingers.
Hogard saw the 7-footer and said, I'll think twice about this. Gets it back.
And he'll take him to the outside, but they have just not shot the ball well.
They are now 1 of 12 from behind the arc. Dump it inside to Gray, guarded by Carey. His turnaround off the window is good.
Set too little. I think he cracked the backboard. I think he cracked the glass as hard as that hit.
It had, let's just say it was flat.
A little pace on it. Matchup zone. Hey, the guy who's been quiet, Tyler Nickel.
Yes.
Missouri's done a great job, although they do great jobs on leading scores all year long.
McLaughlin. Oh, bad pass. Oh, it's taken away by Magnon. Hogard will try a 3 again, and that one won't go. Boy, you can't get, they've had 2 or 3 wide open threes, and a foul against Vanderbilt. See if that is. McLaughlin just picks up his 2nd.
The other part of that in that zone defense, when Vandy has put the ball inside, Josh Gray seems to just stop it. Then they've got to kick it out, and again, 1 of 13 beyond the 3-point line.
Vanderbilt's made just 1 field goal in the last 5:52 that we have played. I mean, you kind of feel like if you start looking at the numbers, if you're Vanderbilt, you're about to be down maybe 8 or 9 here after these free throws, depending on how that goes, but you feel like it could be a lot more.
Yeah, it feels that way. Vandy on their home court, you hang in there, and they've done that by offensive rebounding. Can they get a bucket to end the half? Dennis Gates get some substitutions in for this last possession.
.2 seconds to go. First half hoops. And he got them both. Pierce will check in. Mitchell. Vanderbilt's second half hadn't been so good this year. Although I think maybe the Ole Miss game, they had a big lead, lost it, held on for the win against a top 25 team. We'll see how that plays out here.
Well, I promise they won't shoot worse beyond the 3-point line. Tyler Nickel 0 of 3 tonight in his first half shooting the basketball.
Hogard.
Shot clock or game clock's running down.
Yep, 2 seconds. Hogard gets a shot away at the horn, won't go. And a 9-point lead for Missouri at the break as they end the half on a 14-4 run. They won the first meeting between these two by 9, and there's the number for Missouri. They've won 19 of 22 games when they lead at the break. That is the story right now. Caleb Grill with 16 for the Tigers. On our score at the break, 38-29 Missouri. And with that, time to get you to the studio. Dari, I know there's a lot of highlights. Let's go, buddy. For Vanderbilt, you got to get Jason Edwards going, averaging 17 points a game, 6th in the conference. This team is 1 of 13. This Commodore team, 1 of 13, 7% from behind the arc. You're not going to win games like that. You're just not.
And Missouri's great at shutting down the leading scorers of opponents because they switch out and they put that as a focal point so someone else like a Magnon gets open. But you're right. Jason Edwards has to get going. Tyler Nickel has to get going. He's coming off 7 made 3-pointers against A&M, 0 of 3 in this first half.
Vanderbilt with the first opportunity. And they go right to Magnon, who just matches his season high. He now has 16 to go along with those 7 rebounds.
And okay, Missouri stays on the shooter Nickel, so they allow Magnon to go one-on-one. He's winning that battle.
Good defense from Hogard.
Hogard can be a difference maker for Vandy to win the second half. Physical, strong, likes the type of play that Missouri plays.
Edwards step back. Wow. Got it.
Wow. That's how you average 17 in the SEC. Quick off the bounce, quick release.
It was like that was a planned opportunity to get Edwards going. Loose ball on the deck. McLaughlin gets it to Magnon. And Caleb Grill already about to check in. Played just over a minute. McLaughlin. Edwards wide open. And a foul on McLaughlin. That'll be his third.
He was getting cleared out. Good job by Anthony Robinson to block him out. McLaughlin just tried to tap it back into play. Watch the block out in the lower right part of your screen. That's what it's like to be a small guy against a big. And McLaughlin, all he's trying to do, and he just hits it. Boy, tough call against him and Vandy. Good job, though, by Robinson to just clean him out.
Here is Robinson. 2 points, 1 assist in the first half. Mitchell, count it.
Strong. Understands how to play. Again, understands his ability, where to drive. He's great, Dave, at angles. He finds the angle, then he takes advantage of the defender. There is absolutely no way that Carey, the defender, can, now that he's not square on him, that he can stop what Mark Mitchell's going to do.
Mitchell converts. He's up to 8 points. He has 7 rebounds to lead Missouri. Hogard. Little step back is good.
It's a pretty good range for him. Free throw line extended just a little bit outside of that's good. Not a great three-point shooter, but if he gets in a rhythm, tough to defend.
Grill comes off the screen. Off the front of the rim. Magnon with another rebound. Number 8.
Right on track, though. Just short.
Hogard off to Magnon. Carey cleaning people out underneath. Horrible pass by Magnon. Intercepted. Back the other way. Takeaway inside. I think Magnon batted it away. Got it to Carey. Now Hogard. Edwards. Finally makes one.
You get a little feel, I think, again, Hogard can be a difference maker. He makes a pass, Edwards makes a shot, but Hogard defensively and offensively changes how Vandy plays when he's aggressive.
Mitchell, he's fouled again as he continues to just drive the lane. But this might be the shot that gets Edwards going.
Well, look at Hogard. He gets out ahead. Now he's got 2 options, left corner, right corner. And if you get a good shooter open shots in their home building, sooner or later, they're going to make them. I think it's Hogard. You can see there's a little bounce to his step. Edwards, another guy. They want to protect this home court.
So Mitchell at the free throw line. 65%, second in the SEC in free throw attempts. Gets that one to go. Next Saturday is the final day of the SEC men's basketball regular season with all 16 teams playing. We'll have 5 of those games right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Today starts with Mississippi State and Arkansas at noon Eastern and finishes up with a Red River rivalry game between Oklahoma and Texas from the Moody Center in Austin. That one kicks off, I should say tips off at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Just can't take the football out of me, can you? Just can't do it.
Oddly that it's become a better basketball league than football.
Yeah, I know. Robinson got popped on the rebound. He seems to be okay. Grill almost had it poked away. Right back to him, and a big pick by Gray, and they're going to call a foul. Edwards picks up the foul.
And Grill being aggressive. Watch the ball get knocked away, and then Grill's just going to go straight downhill.
Oh. I was...
Wow.
All right. You played the game at the highest level you could possibly play. If you were wearing that jersey, Edwards, and you ran into that screen, would you think you were the guy that got that? Is that a foul? Is that a foul? I'm curious.
If you're saying if you're wearing the jersey, you're going to take probably a shot next time down to the guy who got you. I thought they did blow the whistle on Gray. They blew it when Grill turned the corner.
Well, not only did he run into a brick wall in Josh Gray, he got the foul. My point being is that we see that contact on screens 50 times a game. And you don't see that whistle, is my point. It's like people run into screens all the time. I mean, how many times do we see it at midcourt when a guy's not paying attention and gets...
And they don't call.
They don't call anything. That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of no calls.
Right.
The concern, there's a concern about those things may be called when the NCAA starts. And that may hurt some of these SEC schools because of the physicality of this league.
Here's Mitchell.
Angle, and then patience when he's down low.
Hogard. Robinson back. That's going to be goaltending. Count it, and an opportunity to three-point play for Hogard.
Yeah, I thought Bates got it on the way down, it looked like, in the contact. Hogard, again, being aggressive. We're heated up here a little bit, partner, on both ends of the floor. Great competition.
This was the last play right before we went to break, and yeah, there was a rim contact there from Tamar Bates.
The call of goaltending is confirmed.
And the call of goaltending is confirmed. So Hogard will step to the free throw line.
Pretty solid year for this grad transfer from Michigan State. Now, only 7 players, Dave, Michigan State, 1,000 points and 500 assists. He's one of them. And that's pretty good company when you hit those numbers. And you think of I looked up today, I was thinking, who were the 7? Scott Skiles, Mateen Cleaves, Drew Neitzel, Kalen Lucas, Denzel Valentine, Cassius Winston. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's those guys play a little bit.
Yep.
Be a good team if you put them all together.
And the matchup, it's interesting now because Tony Perkins is in. Tony from Iowa, grad student. Same with Hogard, Michigan State, 2 Big Ten guys that will like the physicality that this game is now, I think, turning into.
Yeah, it is definitely a physical game here tonight. J.Q. Roberts on the floor for Vanderbilt as well. Doesn't play a whole bunch of minutes, but McLaughlin coming off the bench. He's got 3 fouls right now, so he's been sitting down for a few minutes. And Grill from the corner, too strong. Here's Cruz underneath and knocked around a couple of times. Gray tied up among a couple of white jerseys, and on the way up, he gets fouled, got poked in the eye in the process. Magnan will pick up the foul.
Wow. Did we mention it's getting a little physical? Watch this. How'd you like to be a part of this?
No, sir.
Man.
I'm going to tell you, Josh Gray is a big human being. I mean, he is not just 7 feet, but I mean, he is built as about as thick as you can get. I mean, there's not a whole lot of body fat on that frame.
3rd different schools and the SEC. Freshman year at LSU. Then he went to South Carolina for a couple. Now he's finishing his run at Missouri. Very valuable piece to Dennis Gates.
Had a scoreless night against Vanderbilt in the first meeting, but pulled down 11 rebounds in 19 minutes.
And he leads the country in lane violations against when he's at the free throw line. Keep an eye on him. He's got a little hitch. At the end of that free throw, and J.Q. Roberts stepped right in.
That hitch gives him extra opportunities, but he's still just a 51% foul shooter. Got that one to work. Now, did you just make that up, or did you know that he actually leads the country?
Let's not go there. We're not going. I just gave you a stat, partner.
It's great. It was so great.
Don't go with makeup things. I've got notes everywhere.
Yeah. Tanner. Back to Magnan, and he'll get it to go and head to the free throw line.
Vanderbilt has had success against Missouri's zone around the rim, which is odd. They've not made outside shots, but they put it on the floor. Tanner got it in the lane, didn't have anywhere to go, but Magnan's had quite a night. The best of his career in a Vanderbilt uniform.
Looking for his 19th point. His previous high was 16 last Saturday in this building against Ole Miss. He also had a double-figure game against Missouri.
Well, the most important part that Mignon has to play is to stay on Caleb Grill. Don't let him get space. Don't let him get hot. Grill changes Missouri on the offensive end.
Grill has 18. Here's Gray. Mitchell now. Shot clock at 7. Working on J.Q. Roberts. Spins to his left. Goes up strong. Draws the foul with 5 on a shot clock.
Roberts, only a sophomore, does not play a lot of minutes. He had valuable time against A&M and was pretty good because of foul trouble on his teammates. But Mark Mitchell is going to take advantage of a younger player. Guy that doesn't have the experience, doesn't have the minutes. You know that Mark Mitchell knows that when he gets the ball.
Mitchell back to the free throw line. This will be free throws 8 and 9 for him. Well, we've got some women's basketball coming your way. Georgia, Tennessee at noon. Florida, Texas, the #1 team in the country. Vic Schaefer, what a job he has done with those Longhorns. That's at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Busy day of women's basketball, and you know what's coming up around the corner for them? The SEC tournament next week. Tapped around. Kept alive by J.Q. Roberts. Hogard tried to put enough English on it to kiss it off the window, but another opportunity now. Tanner.
Dave Vandy's not loaded with a bunch of great shooters on the floor right now. Tough shot, but a good shot. Tyler Tanner, one of the better freshmen, I think, in the SEC. He's had a terrific season.
Tanner's first basket makes it a 3-point game.
And keep an eye on Perkins for Missouri because he's got the freshman on him. Boy, Grill, strong, physical, tough.
Grill up to 20.
That's one thing about him. He's just not a shooter, so everybody thinks, well, we'll just make him put it on the floor. He'll finish at the rim.
Here's good news for Missouri fans. When Grill gets going, he averages 16 points a game and Missouri wins and 6 points in their losses. And sitting here with 20, that bodes well for the Tigers.
So obviously as a defender, you want Grill to put it on the floor, but you still must stay in front of a defender or a guy that's dribbling the basketball. If you're the defender, it's one thing to put him on the floor. You can't let him go right to the rim.
He's coming off 22 against South Carolina when he hit 4 of 6 from behind the 3-point line. What do you think? I mean, is he, can he make an NBA team next year?
I think it's a longer shot, just athletic, but it doesn't mean it's impossible the way he's changed his game. And he was a quarterback in high school. Turnover.
Bates can't hang on to it. Tough play.
He's made a lot of great passes in so-called pressure situations so far this season. I'm not saying he can't make it because of how he's playing. He's changed his game completely. Now he's a shooter.
But there will be a home in professional basketball for him somewhere.
If he wants to, he can get paid to play the game somewhere.
Right to McLaughlin. Off the window for M.J. Collins. Mitchell, foul on Nickel.
Dennis Gates is terrific from the sideline at seeing mismatches, and his players understand if there is a mismatch defensive player that they don't think can handle the offensive player. Well, the one thing about it is Mark Mitchell's good off the dribble. Tyler Nickel just a bit light, and you play a guy like Mitchell.
I mean, Mitchell's 6'9", 230. And you're seeing his MO right now, and that is take it to the basket, either make the shot or get fouled as he goes back to the free throw line again. That's the 10th free throw attempt of the year. And if you weren't paying attention early on, this is what he does. He's second in the conference in free throw attempts, 35th in the country. And he is now 9 out of 10 at the line today.
He's got terrific patience when he has the ball and he's in an attack mode. Doesn't get frustrated if you shut off one angle. He creates another one. And Vandy's, much like the first matchup, are trying to find which defender can slow down a guy like Mitchell.
Missouri's points, they have 11 points off free throws this half, 18 for the game, just 4 points off field goals this half.
So you watch a game like this, Dave, and you think, because Vandy has shot it so poorly, is there a stretch, is there a 5-minute run where a guy like Tyler Nickel, against some of the defenses that Missouri's throwing at him, can the guys get open and start making shots?
Edwards, no look to McLaughlin.
Beautiful pass.
Pierce inside it goes. They're going to say jump ball. It'll stay with Missouri. 11:52 to go. Missouri's lead is 3. They led by 9 at the break. Made some dramatic improvements from one year to the next. All you have to do is look at the net rankings to see the improvements. Vanderbilt's jumped up 161 spots. Missouri's jumped up 147 spots. Louisville, of course, I mean, they had a couple of year run there where it was, I don't know what that was, but they have now jumped 191 spots.
Dave, you see that SEMO team, Southeast Missouri? They came in here and played, and it was at a home game. Vanderbilt was 3 of 25 beyond the three-point line. They've struggled a few times in this building. Cape Girardeau, just north of Sykeston, where the folks at the NEAC are watching this game.
Yeah. Just bringing it, as always, John Sunvolt. Just little things like that. It's crazy.
And sometimes you wonder if I make it up.
Yeah, sometimes. Most of the times I just bite my tongue, but earlier I had to.
I got to keep you. I got to make sure you're listening. Wow, tough shot. Great defense.
Another opportunity for the Tigers.
Size advantage for Bates. Oh my.
That's an offensive foul.
You know, they haven't called this a lot this year. I don't know why, because a defender, you're standing there. Even if you're moving, Bates has given him, he gave him one shoulder, and then he gave him the second. Smart play by Edwards. Tamar Bates kind of looking up like hadn't been called for a long time.
Right, you guys let us go for about 30 minutes.
Tanner with the dribble is a speed guy.
Edwards, nowhere to go, off to Tanner, inside floater again. The second time he's hit that shot.
You know, Edwards has speed, but he doesn't have Tanner's speed. Tanner can turn that corner and make plays around the rim.
1 point game. Last lead for Vandy was at 25-24.
And keep an eye on, again, Perkins if he has the ball. Last time he went the low block because he's a physical guard. Tanner is a little smaller, a little thinner.
Long three for Grill. That won't go. Offensive rebound put back by Trent Pierce.
And what a huge rebound. All momentum to Vandy if they get that.
Boy, Gray just blew up McLaughlin at the top of the key.
So Grill gets an open look in what looks like a possession now for Vanderbilt, maybe to get to the lead. Trent Pierce, improvement this season from his sophomore year, not just a shooter, more physical, good defender, better rebounder.
(55-52). Vanderbilt now shooting 42%. They have really picked it up. They finished the first half at 31% from the field. They're 10 of 15, 66% here in the second half.
Yeah, still only 2 of 18 beyond the three-point line. See if they can find some looks.
Here's Edwards. Back to Edwards. 5 on the shot clock. Collins lets it go. No good. Rebound, Grill. Stolen away by Edwards.
Good defense by Vandy because they covered up Mark Mitchell. He did not see the defender on the weak side.
McLaughlin sets a screen. Edwards picked up by Pierce. Now goes baseline. Collins for 3. Got it. We are tied at 55. Foul on Tanner.
It's all about Vandy's defense have picked it up a notch, and if they can get turnovers and force some action that gets positive, then they can get it to the other end of the floor. And if they can finally make some jump shots, this hoop here ties this game up.
Vandy still, I mean, the numbers are quite staggering seeing how they're at home, but they're 3 of 20 from behind the arc. Mike Nance, Dennis Gates having a little chit chat, but actually Mike Nance talking to both coaches. So Robinson 77% at the line, trickles that one over the iron. Vanderbilt 11 of 17 from the field this half. Missouri 3 of 10, but they're getting to the free throw line, and that's what they do.
And they'll be there the rest of the game.
Another lane violation. I don't know who that was.
It's on Hogard.
Yeah. Oh, yep, there he is, left side of your screen. Again, it's. I mean, that can't be on purpose.
Well, Robinson, it shouldn't happen when Robinson shoots because he has his normal shot. It happens when Gray shoots because there's a little hiccup in the giddy up.
There's a lot going on with Josh Gray. Collins layup is good, and Vanderbilt has taken the lead.
Collins, athletic, explosive, good on both ends. Let's see what Missouri draws up here.
Collins hounding Robinson. Here's Grill. Dump it inside to Mitchell. Hogard. Boy, not much he can do.
And they find mismatches because Hogard is not as big and as strong, not as tall. Smart pass by Grill. Good call by Dennis Gates.
There is so much contact going on. Offensive foul.
So when you need a bucket last time, Missouri goes right to the strength of their team, and after some switches, Mitchell gets guarded by the guard. Hogard dominated the inside.
That is a big foul against Devin McLaughlin. That'll be his 4th. He'll take a seat. Jalen Carey back on. 8:36 to go. Robinson off to Grill. Hit his first 4 shots.
And so far, Dave, there's no denying Mark Mitchell of catching the ball. Right? They've allowed him to catch it. That time he didn't finish.
Magnon off to Hogard. Taken away. Good defense by Robinson. Up ahead to Grill. Trying to beat Edwards, and he does.
2 huge plays on the defensive end by Missouri.
Edwards guarded by the 6'9" Mitchell. Edwards throws it up, won't go. And a hold underneath. Carey being held by Pierce as Magnon hit the deck. That'll get us to a timeout. 7:37 to play in this one. 60-57 Tigers out in front. Vandy will inbound.
So that couldn't be Vandy students saying those things.
No.
Not when you go to Vanderbilt. No. You don't say those things. Must be the old alum.
Here's Edwards.
He's having a tough night.
Yeah.
Their size and athletic ability has bothered Jason Edwards. Ooh, tough shot. Tough make. Wow.
That didn't do anything except rip the net. Anthony Robinson, 41% from behind the arc this year. Step back three makes it a 6-point game.
And Vandy took the lead by 1, 7 straight points by the Tigers, and Mizzou's been great on the defensive end.
Edwards goes in there amongst the tall timber.
You know what, Dave? He might have gotten the bucket, but it's still not a good shot. He's going all one-on-one, and he's not really winning those battles. 9
points now for Edwards. Collins all up in Grill's jersey, has to give it up to Mitchell. They leave Pierce open from the corner, and a foul against Vanderbilt on the three. Hogard picks it up. That'll be his third, but 3 free throws coming up for Trent Pierce.
Okay, Pierce is a good shooter outside. And that's a late, look how late he gets to the arc. Shot's already gone. Not a smart play. Now, Trent Pierce, terrific shooter, but something's going on mentally at the free throw line. He is 40% free throw shooter in SEC play. 40%. Shouldn't happen. Sometimes it just gets in your head. It's tough. Got a good bounce there.
What did you focus on? You were such a good free throw shooter. Like, what did you look at when you were at the line? Did you
I took 3 bounces.
Yeah.
I looked up through the rim and I shot the ball. But I will say this, when it gets to be mental, and I only say this because I have played golf over my years, when it gets to be mental, much like a 2-foot putt or 3-foot putt, something happens.
The yips.
And something has happened to Trent Pierce, because it's a different shot from the free throw line than it is shooting the basketball outside. And sometimes it's uncontrollable.
You just hear people say focus on the back of the rim, the front of the rim. You didn't do that. You just grabbed the ball, dribbled 3 times. And
you get in your rhythm and your focus, and you do it. But if you're missing, if you're not a good free throw shooter, you're thinking about all those other things.
Nickel.
Wow, has he been quiet?
He was 0 for 3, and that is his first 3 after a 7-3 game. And Missouri answers right back with Anthony Robinson.
Anthony Robinson has taken over on both ends of the court. Defensively, he's made plays. Offensively, 2 huge setback threes.
Missouri just doesn't get rattled.
Matchup zone defense again. Vandy's had success against this zone.
Nickel tries again. Got it again. Here he goes.
Folks, he had 7 makes, 7 threes in the A&M game.
Offensive foul. Nickel gets back on defense after making the 3 to draw the charge.
How confidence can change in a hurry for a player. Talked about his ability the other night to make shots. He played great. Tonight's been tough, but he's made 2 threes. Hustles back defensively, gets the charge.
Tanner off to Carey, strong to the basket. Lost the handle on the way up, gets it back, and gets it through the cylinder. Tied at 67. Grill for 3, no good. Tanner, a rare turnover for the freshman. Up ahead to Mitchell. Had it stripped by Hogard. He lost it for a moment. Taps it to Tanner.
Pace is unbelievable. I'm just listening to you, partner.
And a blocking foul. They'll say on the floor, 2 shots.
Can you believe the defensive plays that have been made on both ends?
Excuse me, 1-and-1 opportunity. No 2 shots just yet.
Watch the bucket here by Carey. He kind of loses control of it and then stays with it to convert. Amazing concentration. And defensively, Robinson from Missouri makes a steal. Then Hogard makes a steal back and forth.
Hogard at the line. 3 out of 3 tonight.
Interesting substitution. Nickel, who's made the 2 threes, now sits down.
So it's Carey, Magnon, Tanner, Collins, and Hogard. Robinson, Bates, Mitchell, Caleb Grill, and Cruz on the court for Missouri. This is where Mark Byington, he's one of the coaches that he's, especially late in the game, he's an offensive, defensive substitution guy. .7-0 run. Commodores by 2.
And they've not let Anthony Robinson touch it yet. Vanderbilt has it. Now he has it. He's got size advantage on Tanner. Tanner's quick. Robinson using his size advantage. He's made some massive plays on the offensive end.
That quiets the crowd for a moment. Here's Tanner back the other way. Hogard. Dumped it down to Carey. Carey spins. Count it.
He's a load. 265. Powerful.
He is really coming to his own here the second half of this season. Mitchell trying to find some room to drive. Carey stops him, kicks it out. Bates. Cruz. Fires. Got it. That's a 2. That'll get us to a timeout. I think they're going to take another look to see if that was indeed a 2 or a 3. Regardless, Jacob Cruz.
A wide variety of shooters from Missouri can beat you. Jacob Cruz, a transfer. One of those.
There are very few places that you'd want to go to try to snap a 3-game skid, and Gainesville would be on top of that list. By the way, during that timeout, they went back and reviewed the Cruz shot, and it was indeed a 3-pointer, which now gives Missouri the 1-point lead.
After review, the goal has been changed to a 3-point shot.
So Cruz gives the Tigers the 1-point advantage with this shot.
Another weapon, another guy that's been confident the last few weeks of this season.
How about we've had 6 ties and 13 lead changes, 14 lead changes. I mean, it's been a heck of a ball game.
Well, we understood and we knew that Vandy would respond in the second half after the first half of not shooting it well. The difference has been Missouri getting to the free throw line, and can they continue to do that and then make the free throws down the stretch?
Missouri's been to the free throw line 25 times, 20 out of 25. Vanderbilt 10 of 11.
Little 1-2-1-1 out of the timeout. Well, you got to play the basket. You got to face and play the basket.
Boy, Carey turns right into a double team. Robinson takes it away.
He has had a fabulous game, Anthony Robinson.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Grill. Mitchell driving on Carey. Magnon comes down to help out, and then a reach-in foul. That'll be the second foul on Magnon.
Anthony Robinson has had some kind of second half. Defensively, 3rd steal of the half. He's got 9 points in the second half.
Boy, he sniffed that one out.
Yeah, he's just got a great feel of how to play defense. The best on-ball defender. He's an elite on-ball defender. One of the best in the league. His confidence now in his sophomore year at an all-time high.
Second in the conference in steals, averages a little over 2 per game. Mitchell left it short. This is the 5th time Missouri's made 20 throws in an SEC game this year.
Again, Missouri initiates contact so well on the offensive end. They get on top of the defender and they stay on top of that defender. Mitchell being one of the best. How important is the free throw line to Missouri?
They are 17-0 when opponents shoot less than 22 free throws. They're 4-7 when the opponent shoots more than that number. And right now, Vanderbilt's sitting at 11.
Did you make that up? Or is that?
No, I wrote it down. No, I wrote it down. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's right, but I wrote it down.
Dennis Gates has changed this defense when they came out of the timeout. Only 1-3-1. Oh, great pass. Oh, good. Even better hands.
Bates strips McLaughlin. He was about to dunk it. 2.5 to go.
Missouri has made the right plays on the defensive end at the right time. What's McLaughlin got? 4 fouls?
4 fouls, and he's trying to defend Mitchell. That is a dangerous scenario.
What looked like was going to be an easy basket on a terrific pass from Tanner. Bates just simply took it away.
McLaughlin playing with 4 fouls, 6 points, 7 rebounds for Devin. Now Gray will check in with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Strictly an outlet for this inbounds play underneath. Cruz, Dennis Gates tells Cruz, hey, just hang right here by me. You're going right back in.
Which is different philosophy for a coach. He's taking out a shooter on an offensive possession.
Here's Mitchell.
Look how patient he is.
Just works his way to the rim.
Yeah, most guys, they get a little in a hurry.
Timeout, Vanderbilt. It is a 4-point Tiger lead. Missouri shooting 52% here in the second. And for that, we'll go with Anthony Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson has been absolutely fantastic in this second half. He's got 11 total points. Second half, 9. 3 steals. He has absolutely orchestrated so far what is a 4-point lead for this Missouri Tiger team.
11 points, 9 in the second half. And as you so astutely noticed, 3 steals in the second half as well. And as much as Missouri shot the ball, they shot it really well, but their defense here in the second half, to me, they have come up, when Vanderbilt keeps making these runs, they end up coming up with a steal, a takeaway, good box out, draw. They do things on the defensive end that have helped them to this 4-point advantage.
Well, they're a team that averages nearly 10 steals a ball game, over 10 steals a ball game. So they force turnovers. And if you're not careful with the ball, they have guys from all angles that come.
By the way, that's the 10 steals per game is 5th in Division I. To put that in perspective. Where will Vanderbilt go for a bucket here as we go under 2 minutes?
It's a big possession because they've got to get the crowd back into this game. Another turnover.
There it is again.
Yep. The changing defense has helped Missouri get set more of a 1-3-1 zone defense.
9th steal of the game.
And Bates has size advantage and can jump over the top of Edwards.
And just did it.
And they find mismatches.
6-point game. If you're Vanderbilt, in your mind, you just got to say 2 possessions.
They bounce the heck out of the ball there.
A lot of dribbling by Edwards. And he gets fouled on the way to the basket by Mitchell.
You get less movement when you just pound and dribble. Now Edwards got by him, got to the rim at least, draws contact, goes to the free throw line, clock not moving.
They'll actually give that foul. Take it away from Mitchell, give it to Caleb Grill. That's just his first. Team team's 9th, so the next one, 2 auto free throws for Vanderbilt. Missouri already in the double bonus.
That was the first free throw of the night for Jason Edwards. 84% free throw shooter, now has 10 points on the game, but has not shot the ball well. Only 1 of 7 beyond the 3-point line.
He's now scored double figures in 55 of his last 56 games, going back to his time last year at North Texas. The only game he went scoreless, or the only game he went single digits, he went scoreless against Mississippi State in early January. Little offense-defense or defense-offense substitution here for Mark Byington.
They'll 1-2-2s, 3-quarter court, handled easily by the Tigers. And again, what Missouri does so well and so effectively is they try to find the mismatch. Right now, Tanner has had a hard time with the size advantage at Robinson.
McLaughlin switches off on Robinson. He gets it to Grill. 3 short, battered around a couple of times and taken by Robinson. And a timeout by Missouri. What a huge offensive rebound.
And what, again, a second half by Anthony Robinson, the second. Steals, buckets, offensive rebound when Vanderbilt had to have this one. Strong, powerful. Sophomore season, he has exploded as being a valuable player in this league.
Caleb Grill, by the way, I was just looking at his stat line. 22 points, leads Missouri. A lot of that came early. He hit his first 3 3-pointers of the game. Came out just firing. He's 0 for 7 since he hit those first 3 in the first 5 minutes he was on the floor.
He's been guarded better.
Yes.
And then he's forced some that probably not a lot of good rhythm to it.
Yeah. Well, for Missouri, this is a team that has certainly charted a path to a high seed in the NCAA tournament, chasing down a top 4 seed in the SEC tournament as well. You want that double bye, man. When you get to postseason after playing 18 games in this league, if you can take an extra night off and playing hoops, you definitely want that.
And we know in this league, when they all come back here to Nashville for the tournament, the seedings are one thing, but look at the national rankings of all these teams that you have to play when you come to Nashville.
Well, right
unbelievable.
Now, Joe Lunardi has 2 #1 seeds, 2 #2 seeds, and 2 #3 seeds out of this conference.
Crazy.
Here's Bates.
Patient play by Bates. I thought he might try to get contact, go to that free throw line. 93% free throw shooter.
Mitchell steps on the sideline, giving Vandy some life, down 4.
Here comes the quick substitutions on the offensive end for Vandy.
Hogard, Edwards, and Nickel will check in for Collins.
And even though you got Mark Mitchell, who's capable as a big guy, find your guards. Let them put it in their hands.
Vanderbilt today just 5 of 22 from behind the arc. It's crazy how their 3 worst 3-point shooting nights of the year are in this building.
It is a surprise.
Yeah.
Very rare to have it at your home court.
Vanderbilt's resume looks like this. Right now, Joe Lunardi has them as a 9 seed. He had them as a 90% in the tournament field.
Yeah. I have them in. I'm at 100.
Well, you should put out your own list. I'd quote you. Matter of fact, from this moment on, I'm now quoting you. Vandy's in.
Well, Vandy's in. They're not even on the bubble. That win at A&M
sold you.
Yeah. Good look at Rick Ray, great assistant coach for him.
Well, former head coach of Mississippi State. Great guy. Love seeing Rick Ray.
Tyler Nickel back in. Remember, he's made his last 2 threes. Hogarth's got to pick up the pace, though. Here we go. 1-3-1. Missouri stayed with it last few possessions and then has slowed down this Vandy team.
Magnon gets it to Edwards. Lost it as he was dribbling through.
And Caleb Grill knocked it away.
17 on the shot clock. It'll stay with Vanderbilt.
Always reaching and looking for the basketball, or as they commonly now say, they're always digging back to try to knock it away. Grill with good hands.
Vandy's turned it over 3 of their last 5 possessions. And a hold on Missouri. That's going to go against Jacob Cruz.
It's a big whistle.
Absolutely. Stop the clock.
Could shoot 2 free throws. Clock doesn't move. .83% free throw shooter. Transfer from Virginia Tech.
Nickel gets the first. Edwards comes out. Collins, Tanner, Huffman check in. Or Huffman not quite yet. He'll check in for Nickel again. Here's that defense for offense late in the game.
And the shot clock's off, so they're going to have to go for steals or foul quickly, stretch this game out, make Missouri make free throws away from Mizzou Arena.
Two-point game. Nickel. 8 points now. Timeout. Missouri. 23.4 seconds remaining. That leaves the Tigers with 1 timeout. Vanderbilt has 1 timeout. Both teams in the double bonus.
You know, he was good. Dennis Gates was going to put Marquez Warwick in. I don't know if he pulled him back or kept him in. Warwick, an 83% free throw shooter. Robinson, 77. Tamar Bates, we know, at 93. Grill at 84. Very good free throw shooting team. Jacob Cruz only at 75, but he's a good shooter. Hasn't shot many free throws.
Missouri 21 out of 27 today at the free throw line. Of course, Missouri won in Como 75-66 back on January 11th.
So Warwick does come in, 83% free throw shooter.
Warwick triggers it in. Gets it to Robinson and a quick foul. It's going to go against Magnon, I believe. Let's see. It will be. That'll be his 3rd, and free throws at the other end. 2 shots coming up now for the Tigers.
And Robinson is only 3 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Missed his last one. Quick foul, Magnon, and a smart quick foul. Stretch this game out if you're Vanderbilt.
Magnon has had a heck of a game. A Vanderbilt high, 19 points. His 3rd collegiate double-double with 10 rebounds. But here's Robinson, the sophomore out of Tallahassee, Florida, lining up the free throw. Nothing but net.
Winningest player in Florida high school history. Won 109 games. Understands how to do it. A guy that many NBA scouts that I've visited with throughout my travels in the SEC this year, they like this kid.
Got them both. 23 Missouri made free throws. That's the 4th most they have made this year. They are +9 at the line.
So now you have Trent Pierce on the front end of this 1-3-1, and because of his length, makes it hard to throw over the top.
Pierce causing problems for Hogarth. Hogarth off to Edwards. Needs just a fraction to get it off, and he does. 3-pointer is good.
Wow,
it's a 1-point game.
Wow.
12.2 remaining.
You know what? Good defense. Sometimes a great shot beats good defense. Hogarth almost in trouble here. Take a look. Missouri did not want to reach, right? Nobody reached. They didn't want to pick up a foul and stop that clock. And Grill didn't reach, didn't get contact. Look at this, stays away from the shooter. Tough shot, great make by Jason Edwards.
All the officials over here looking at the replay monitor during this timeout.
And if you're Vanderbilt, can you force Missouri to make a bad pass? To force a turnover? We have seen Missouri in many baseline full court situations throw the home run ball and catch it on the other end.
So they were checking to make sure it was a three. It was a three. 12.2 seconds. Edwards with 14 points. Vanderbilt started this game 2 of 19 from behind the arc, but they have hit their last 4. Trying to pull off yet another memorable moment here inside Memorial Gymnasium. Missouri coming off that 30-point win over South Carolina. They've won 4 of their last 5. Vandy's won 2 in a row, both against ranked teams, Ole Miss and Texas A&M. Trying to get to that NCAA tournament. Their last appearance in the NCAA tournament was way back in 2017. It has been a while.
Deny all angles of the passes if you're Vanderbilt, but be careful of the over the top. Let's see who's taking it out. Grill's the one that likes to throw the long ball. Mark Mitchell will be the one that usually sprints to the other end. But you want to deny the shooters. Grill's taking it out. You got to deny Bates, 93%. You got to deny Warwick. You got to deny Robinson. If they can make Mitchell catch it at 65%, that's one thing.
They get it to Robinson. Now Grill. He tries to split the double team, but it's fouled in the process.
And you saw that Vandy did not foul right away. They're seeing if they could get a trap, see if they could force Missouri to make a bad play. Look at that. No foul right here. Now they're seeing if they can trap it. Smart play by Grill. Step through the 2 defenders. You're taught that back in the junior high school days. Step through the guy. Magnon got his finger hit. Remember, he got that hit on the left hand in the first half.
Missouri 16 of 20 this half at the free throw line.
And Grill 3 of 3 on the night.
And it's just perfect. I mean, I don't think he's hit the iron yet.
So make or miss, we have a 1-possession game.
This is the 8th 20-plus point game for Caleb Grill. No timeouts for Vanderbilt.
And you see if Dennis Gates will call one to set his defense, maybe not. See if they go back to man.
McLaughlin gets it to Hogard.
Man to man.
Back to Nickel for 3. Got it!
Wow.
Tied at 81. The heave from Bates. No good. Hello, overtime.
Unbelievable. Hogard makes a pass, but the defender for Missouri, all you have to do is guard the 3 ball. And he turned and watched Hogard penetrate. Let's see who the defender is on this end. Trent Pierce took a look, allowed Tyler Nickel to slide up. Look at Trent Pierce. That wouldn't have mattered. You let Hogard go all the way. Hogard's looking to pass it. Trent Pierce turns his head.
It just feels like the Commodores have been running uphill the entire second half, but enough to get this thing into an extra 5 minutes.
And what a ball game it's been. It's been dominated at times by Missouri in this second half that you really thought they're 10 or 12 points ahead. But late in this game, Vandy had not made many long shots, but Jason Edwards with a big one. And even bigger, Tyler Nickel. What a pass by Hogard, right on the money. And we go to overtime.
I mean, doesn't it feel like Missouri has just kind of set the tone, the pace, but Vanderbilt somehow has kind of navigated through all that.
You remember when Vandy took the 1-point lead, but then it was 7 straight points by Missouri to stretch it out again. And you're kind of going, okay, Missouri's in control. But you know what? Vandy doesn't give up. They've had some unbelievable wins in this building. Tennessee, Kentucky, all within 1 week.
Trying to make it 3 straight over top 25 teams. Let's see what Missouri has in store for them here on the road.
Who scores first gives it a huge advantage.
Hogard.
Good defense by Mitchell.
Magnon, reverse layup.
Constant movement, Magnon on both ends, defensively and offensively. What a ball game. He's played 21 points and 10 rebounds. McLaughlin has 4 personal fouls, remember. I thought maybe Mitchell would attack it.
Here's Bates. Mitchell fouled on the way to the basket. Boy, said that a lot.
He's got just such good movement. Knows how to use his body. We've talked about the angles. Look at the bounce, the step. He turns his body sideways to step around the defender.
Mitchell's up to 19 points, but 11 of those 19 at the free throw line.
11 now of 14 from the free throw line, along with 7 rebounds.
It's 1 out of 2. Pierce. Grill.
Man-to-man defensively.
Robinson, Mitchell, and Bates on the floor for Missouri.
Hogard,
Edwards,
and he's been Hogard's been good with the basketball.
Hogard.
Strong, physical, Dave. 6'4", 220. Loves to play downhill.
Around, kept alive by Pierce. Here's Bates, no good. Blocked in the rebound. Vanderbilt has matched their largest lead of the game right now. 3.
I continue to keep it, if I'm Vanderbilt, in the hands of Hogard. Confident with the ball. Again, plays downhill, does not mind any mismatch out top.
Magnon won't get it to go, but he'll head to the free throw line. What a night for this guy. 21 points, 10 rebounds. He is 4 off his career high.
And because Hogard gets it where he wants to get it, defenders kind of turn, look at Pierce's head, turn Magnon baseline. The reach by Pierce. Magnon mad that he didn't finish that.
Magnon at the free throw line, 77% on the year. He's 5 out of 6 tonight. Season high in points. Each team with 1 timeout here in the overtime period. Magnon gets them both.
But the matchup, Hogard on Robinson in overtime, it doesn't let Anthony Robinson use any big size because Hogard's his biggest hit. Shooting squad in for Missouri. Cruz, Bates, Grill.
Bounce pass to Bates. Nice pass.
And talk about turn your head and not being a solid defender. Magnon got caught staring at the basketball. Bates, terrific backdoor cut. They set this high screen, and if Missouri switches it, now Hogard has Mitchell one-on-one.
Hogard trying to get it to Nickel, does so. He'll fire for 3, short. Rebound to Robinson. Mitchell hands it off to Cruz, pulls up for 3, no good.
Yeah, tough shot. I didn't like the shot. really pick the defender for them because they want to know who's going to come up, set the screen, knowing Missouri switches most things.
Hogard, contact, count it!
Dave, so they brought nickel to set the screen because Jacob Cruz was guarding him. Now there's a switch. Cruz on Hogard. Not the strength of Jacob Cruz. He's more of an offensive player. Hogard understands it. Coach Bindington understands it. They get the mismatch. Hogard takes advantage.
Hogard 70% at the line. 2 of 2 tonight. Converts the three-point play, and it's a 6-point lead. An SEC high 19 points for Hogard.
Lots of time left, 1:45. You don't have to be in a panic mode. Don't have to take bad shots. Great backdoor.
Man, was that a nice move by Caleb Grill to get over.
And terrific play call. You had the whole side cleared out. You're going to play Grill to come off a three-point. You jump on top side, backdoor cut, wide open layup, good pass.
Seconds to play.
Mitchell has been pretty solid when he goes against Hogard on the top end. Now they get Cruz on. This is exactly what they want.
Hogard back to Edwards. Fires. Got it! Oh, what an answer. Robinson.
My goodness.
Timeout, Missouri. How clutch was that?
Edwards with a great three. Robinson with a tough three. You know, you make little mistakes. Mark Mitchell got caught watching the ball. Look at his eyes. He loses his man. Edwards delivers for Vanderbilt. Terrific pass again. Hogard has been special in this second half, finding his open teammates. The student section here in Vanderbilt go nuts, and then Anthony Robinson. He was trying to draw contact. Smart play by Edwards, didn't foul him, and you thought, what a tough shot. Like he's, okay, ball fake, trying to get contact, jump straight, all net.
Robinson up to 16 points. He's hit all 3 of his threes, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. 4 players in double figures for Missouri, led by Caleb Grill's 26. 4 players in double figures for Vanderbilt, led by Magnon's 23. What a ball game. This has been fun. 2 really good teams just slugging it out here in Nashville.
Yeah, 2 NCAA teams in the best league we've maybe seen in history.
Yeah.
Every matchup. Rarely do you have blowouts. We saw a couple today, but rarely have we had blowouts. And Vanderbilt has responded all season long with big win after big win. Nothing more impressive than what they did going to Bryan College Station and beating the Aggies on the road this week.
No team's been hotter offensively in the country than Missouri has been. Scored over 100 points in 2 of their last 3 games. Remember, they didn't score 100 points in their previous 226 SEC games. And they've done it twice in the last 3 games.
Dave, my last 2 games I've done in Missouri, I'm averaging 105.5. Now they've got 89. We're still up there in a big category.
Missouri right now is a 4 seed, according to Joe Lunardi. I mean, look at that. 2 1 seeds, 2 2 seeds, 2 3 seeds. This Vanderbilt team, according to Joe Lunardi, at 90% in, according to his math.
I'm at 100.
You're at 100. I'm at 95.
If they win, we're at 100, correct?
Yeah.
And where can they get on the seed line, right? Can they move up?
Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia fighting for a spot in the big dance.
I will say this, to be in Memorial Gymnasium, this is quite a spot. But now that Vandy plays like this, it's even more fun.
Yeah. Memorial Magic is alive and well. Under a minute to go. Edwards gets it to Nickel.
Handled easily, but you got to be careful where you pick it up. Wow.
Nickel fouled by Mitchell.
And had a chance. If the ball moves, they had a chance for a layup. They advanced it so quickly that sometimes when you have a lead, you have a tendency to let's just play the clock. But I think Coach Bynington, with this much, if they look up the floor right here, they're probably going to have a layup. One more pass. Look at that. Yeah. And a layup's better than going to the free throw line, even though Nickel's a terrific free throw shooter. But that's what can happen.
83% misses it. Bates will check in. Pierce will head out for a moment. MJ Collins about to check in if Nickel can make this free throw.
And again, for Missouri, the shooters are in. Bates, Cruz, Grill, Robinson. Mitchell, the slasher. If you're Vanderbilt, stay in front of your offensive player. Don't get beat off the dribble. Make Missouri take time to bring it up the floor.
Robinson
ran the same play.
Grill is fouled. Almost got it to go.
Ran the same play, Dave. They simply clear out the backside. And if you're guarding Grill, if they don't tell you as a defender, because you're on the top side, they clear out the backside. Watch Cruz get out of the way. Now we can go backdoor cut. Good call by the sideline, Dennis Gates and his crew.
This is the 34th and 35th free throw attempts of the evening for Missouri. Grill now 6.
Pretty good rotation on that shot. Vanderbilt has to expect pressure. Last time they handled it well. Missouri they allowed the pass to go into the corner and then tried to trap it. Watch Edwards, he'll come up, try to get the basketball in the corner, and this is where they took off before, handled easily. Got to advance it or clock will run out.
Almost taken away. Edwards gets it to Hogarth. They do get it across the timeline. Hogarth. He's just eating up some clock before he's finally fouled by Pierce. Grill's mad at his teammates. He goes, you should have fouled him 6-7 seconds ago.
Hogarth must have supreme confidence right now because he kept the ball in his hand. He wants to be at the free throw line. Six of 6 on the night. 7. And watch the defense. They'll guard the 3 ball more than anywhere.
Robinson.
Nice pass.
Underneath, easy lay in for Bates. 15 seconds. Almost a takeaway. Hogarth saves it. Gets it to Magnon. Off to McLaughlin. Fouled by Mitchell.
Really good foul by Mitchell. McLaughlin tried to give it up. He was going to pass it. Now he's got to respond to the free throw line. He has not taken a free throw tonight, and that is a big difference.
Missouri was that close.
Yeah, they tipped it.
Yeah.
Watch this pass here where he throws it. Grill tips that ball, or he Cruz, and all of a sudden you're off to the races.
McLaughlin.
Man, that first one, if you've not been to the free throw line all night and this is the first time you're there, that's huge.
Timeout, Missouri with 8 seconds. We told you about the free throw situation with Missouri. When their opponents shoot less than 22 free throws, they are 17-0. 4-7 when the opponent shoots 22 or more. Vanderbilt is now up to 23 free throw attempts. They have hit 21 of those.
21 of 23 from the free throw line. That makes up for such a bad night early from the three-point line, although the second half they've made their 3.
Don't forget Texas A&M and Florida coming up as soon as we are finished here in Nashville. Great nightcap for us right here on the SEC Network. Vanderbilt hit 15 of 16 from the line here in the second half. Caleb Grills had a heck of a game, an SEC best 28 points. But not sure that's going to be enough. Mark Byington has done a heck of a job looking for win number 20, and they would even their conference record at 8-8 if they can hold on to this.
Well, the two coaches in this building should get votes for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
You could pick either one. I'd say you're good, right? Now, there's a guy down there at Auburn that maybe in the greatest conference ever is running the table, so to speak.
Having one of the greatest seasons ever.
Yeah, I think he'll get the votes, and he should.
Yeah. In and out. Grill, long three from the V. Off the mark. Long rebound, and Vanderbilt has done it.
Wow.
Trailed by 9 at the half. It was an uphill battle all night, but they found a way, and they win it 97-93.
What a ball game. I think of the play that Hogard made and the pass to Nickel to get it to overtime. Vandy, what a win.
23 for Mignon, 28 for Grill. Vandy goes to 20-9. Missouri goes to 21-8. A heck of a night of basketball here at Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville. Time to get to another great one. Texas A&M at Florida. Tom